slashers and scream queens, and welcome to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
A podcast where we talk about horror movies.
And the daddies in them.
And if you're wondering, Horror Daddies, you've already done a movie about escape rooms.
We have.
That was a bad one.
Yes, this is the better one.
This is the good one.
I think this is the one that I think we should have watched back 2 years ago.
Probably. That episode could have been this. Couldn't have
It
existed.
is. We were still trying to find ourselves. We had to go through a lot of therapy, you know.
Yeah, yep. I mean, after that movie, definitely.
I think we found ourselves.
I think we were in the escape room. We couldn't escape through that movie.
Yes. So, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wait,
no, that was the wrong movie.
Okay, so I know. Wait a minute.
We said it in the last episode.
We were gonna watch Knock at the Cabin. We had a guest, but we had to reschedule. So we decided to watch Escape Room from 2019.
Hell yeah, baby!
Directed by Adam Robitel and written by Bragi F. Schut and Maria Melnick. This movie had a budget of $9 million.
Okay. And
it grossed $155.7 million.
Oh.
So this movie made a lot of money.
Bank.
Mm-hmm. Which is probably why I got the sequel, Tournament of Champions.
Oh, shit.
Which, honestly, I would have not been in.
You wouldn't even have been in this one.
No. The minute I got that black box, puzzle box, I would have been like, I'm not going here.
Yeah, like...
What is this, Hellraiser?
Yeah, no. Hell no. I wouldn't have even tried touching that box.
Yeah, exactly. So our core cast of this movie, which is, let me go to
I have them here.
Oh, perfect.
We have Taylor Russell as Zoe Davis, Logan Miller as Ben Miller. We got Jay Ellis as Jason Walker, Deborah Ann Wool, Karen Daredevil, gotcha baby, Amanda Harper, and then we got Danny Khan, and then we got Tyler Labin as Mike Nolan. And then we also got Jorik Van Wageningen as Games Masters Wu-Tang Yu.
That's who he is?
That's his name?
Wu-Tang.
Oh.
Not the Wu-Tang, but Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang, yeah, I guess so. So that's a Game Master. So then the rest is just side characters.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. That was our main cast.
Because we follow like 6... Wait.
Let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we follow 6 throughout the rooms.
Yeah, and then we have like the main villain.
Mm-hmm,
but that's pretty much it.
So this was your first time.
Yes,
I've seen this before.
Because I remember you telling me about an escape room that was good, and I thought that was the last one.
That was like, because I feel like this one didn't start the whole escape room genre stuff. Like this wasn't the first.
Yeah,
but this is the good one.
Gotcha.
Because I've seen a couple, like I've come across a couple that I haven't even watched myself, but just watching the trailer or the clips that, you know how Netflix sometimes plays the clips.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
No, this movie's fucked.
This one is like a masterpiece.
Yeah. This is actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I mean, obviously you can say there's this issues. Like some of the lines are really corny.
But
like,
it makes it
yeah,
really,
and I get it.
It makes them feel kind of real.
Yeah, and I get it. They're people, and it's just, I think there was just like a couple that I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like they make it so obvious. But I love the character, especially Mike. I loved Mike. I thought he was like a dad like the entire time.
He's in Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yep, and he's great in that too. So is that before or after this movie? Like canon.
Oh,
like I don't remember if he dies at the end or anything. So I think this might be an afterward.
Yeah, this is after Tucker and Dale.
Yeah,
he makes it out of the woods.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I will say the director for this movie directed another movie that I actually quite enjoy myself, which was The Taking of Deborah Logan.
Oh,
which
this was this one.
Which we haven't done yet, and I really like that movie.
I remember that first time I watched that movie. Yeah, that was a fucked up movie. And Insidious, The Last Key.
Yeah,
which I don't know.
Nah.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we only talk about the first two Insidious.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I remember the first time I watched this, I thought this was a really smart movie. I thought the rooms were very super creative, and the fact that they're all connected to each character. Each character basically had their own room, even if they made it there or not. It was for them.
It was for them.
And I like that they're all connected. They all have something in common, which they were all survivors of an accident or something.
Yeah. And it's like they're kind of just like victims of a they're survivors from a very tragic
so it's like
thing.
They're all soul survivors, but who's the
soulless
soulless of the soul survivors? Yeah.
Also, fun fact: the director of this movie was in the first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
As Guy on the Line.
Yeah. Yep.
He was just in the background. But pretty cool.
Yeah. And he's in this movie as Greg.
Is he we don't. Oh, maybe at the end, like in the dinner.
I don't know. But I was just looking at the credits.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, Gabe.
Yeah, who's Gabe? Oh, it must have been the guy in our last YouTube comment.
Oh, it was him, the Papachulo.
But yeah, I thought we watched this. I put it on earlier, and we watched it, and then I was like,
I went to take a nap, but my body works weird, so I couldn't take a nap.
Yeah, so we ended up watching it, and I was like, we should just do this. We did an escape room last week.
Yeah,
after we had to reschedule.
And we didn't. We were bad bitches. We would kind of destroy this. I think we could.
Not if the floor's falling underneath me.
That's true. But my ass would have a shark room. And you would have like a spider one.
Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. Your room will be at like the beach.
Oh.
But like ends up on a boat or
and
something.
It's like
it
underneath.
starts sinking. It's the Titanic. Like, but there's sharks.
The floor, it like caves in and like there's sharks underneath and that's what kills you.
I'm good.
Fuck.
Mine would definitely be spiders.
Yours, it's like they keep falling from the ceiling.
You should have seen me earlier. My fiance killed a giant ass spider in her house.
It was fucking big. I didn't see them killing it, but I saw the remains, and that shit was big.
We were nice about it. We sprayed it with the spray stuff. But look, the thing is that
look, I get it. They're innocent, but at the same time, they're fucking creepy.
So this is what I didn't tell you. When he sprayed it, he saw ants, and we're like, "Where are the ants coming from?"
No way.
So he started. It was all the babies.
Holy fuck. Yeah, you see?
That's what I didn't tell you. But but that is because my cat was also trying to get it. So I was like, either one of y'all had to go. So we chose the spider, obviously. No. So then the spider, it was deaded. And we walk away. And then my cat just starts trying to play with it. And then I was like, no, you can't be doing that. So then I'm trying to throw it away, but I don't want to pick it up. So I asked my fiance to pick it up. And he's like, no, I'm not picking it up.
Damn.
So then I did the Peter Griffin. You've seen the episode with the frog. He's trying to get out of the room. That was me. And then he would say like, oh, be careful. And I would scream because I don't like spiders. I just don't.
There's just something fucked up about them. I love watching them in documentaries and learning about them.
I know the ones that are like innocent and
like
the
house spiders.
Yes, the ones that were those I leave alone because that's like I know y'all doing me favors, but that one, that was not a house spider.
That looked intimidating.
That looked like an arachnophobia spider, and I was like, nah, I'm not fucking with that.
You ever want to go to Australia? To Australian visitors, y'all know,
I mean, I want to go to Australia for other things. Prince Hemsworth kind of things, but like not for spiders like that.
No, I saw that they hide in the car. Like in the handle for your car, like underneath.
Okay, we need our Australian listeners to deny. What is the?
I deny the allegations.
Confirm or deny
the allegations.
That is, do spiders really do that over there? And how big are they?
Yeah, I've seen that like in the window. They have like these. I think they're called camel spiders.
Sometimes I see them and I'm like, there's no way.
Yo, like it's
there's
like
no way.
Like let me see, camel spider, and this is like native to fucking Australia.
But we are like the Australia of the U.S.
Oh, obviously.
Like,
look at. Oh no, these aren't. But look at this. Like, you really looking at your face, dude? That's a fucked up shit.
Is that a spider or what is that?
It's a camel spider, bro. That thing is crazy. And then they stand like this when they want to defend themselves.
Oh, bitch! I square the fuck up.
Dude,
let's go.
It's creepy.
I still want to go to Australia.
I don't know if it's native to Australia. I made that up, to be honest. I lied.
Wow.
But
canceled.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually are from there.
I mean, we got gators.
That's true.
There's one back there too.
Okay, but gators kind of don't do anything. They kind of like chill if you don't fuck with them.
Until they're hungry.
That's true.
We got these giant birds that just walk around like nothing.
Australia and Antarctica. Them bitches.
They like the cold.
Oh damn, hot and cold at the same time.
You know what they say? A hoe never gets cold.
And a thought never gets hot.
Yep. I made that one up.
Oh my god. So what movie were we talking about?
We were talking about Escape.
We went into spider tongue.
It's not even arachnophobia. All right. So yeah, so
you want to start it,
yeah,
or
so,
what do you think? Like, what was?
I
oh yeah,
said,
you did say that. I said it was pretty good too. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then we can start the movie.
Okay, so we
Sorry,
open.
the spider fucked me up.
We open with Ben, and he's in this room escaping, and it's like this code. He figures out that the code has to do with the clock, so he kind of with pointing numbers. But as he's doing this, the room is also shrinking.
Yeah,
on him.
It's fucked up.
So we assume he dies because it cuts to black, and then we get the title card. Escape room, Chicago, Illinois.
And we start introducing our character. I think the first one we meet is Zoe.
Is Zoe in class?
And she's in class. She's smart as fuck. That's her thing. She's super smart. She's a nerdy girl.
Zoe is an underrated final girl because no one talks about her, and she's actually really fucking smart.
She's super smart
and a badass.
Yeah, and she doesn't have a line at the end. That's I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we'll get there.
She's straight.
I was like, wow, I've never seen someone just straight up just come out and not say nothing, just start shooting.
Ask questions later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more when we get there. But like,
we meet her,
and she's in a class. Her teacher tells her, "Hey, like,
do something."
Please,
because it's Thanksgiving break.
It's Thanksgiving break, so I want you to do something that scares you over Thanksgiving break to kind of open up more. And then we meet Jason, who's like a successful CEO businessman,
and he's like the typical like
asshole.
Yeah, asshole, egotistical, and he has like an assistant, and he seems like kind of like a nice guy that he's like, I'm tough love, but he's also kind of an asshole because they're like, happy Thanksgiving. He's like, yeah, whatever, be here tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
His assistant deserves more. Yeah. Also cute.
Oh, definitely. He's paid good.
Probably. Jason, do you pay well?
No.
Ben at work. We meet Ben, he works at a grocery store, but he works in the back. But he wants to get promoted to the front because it pays more, and his boss doesn't really want him to.
And it seems because he has a lot of issues, but we've got him too.
Yeah. He seems to be an alcoholic. He smokes a lot. But we also don't know his background. We don't know none of their backgrounds just yet.
It's just that he's been drinking. He's on the clock drinking.
Yep.
So that's a big problem.
Zoe walks home from school.
Yep.
We meet her roommate. Her roommate invites her to family for Thanksgiving. She says no. She seems to have a nightmare. And then she wakes up, and then she gets a box. Jason gets a box. Ben gets a box. Yeah. And then we kind of get this montage of them trying to open the box. And you kind of see how they are, because Zoe studies it, and she's very, like, you can tell she's kind of good with puzzles as she's studying, looking at the box. Not really.
They're all like different. Yeah. Solving it differently.
Not really going for help. Then you have Jason using YouTube to see if he can solve it.
Of course. Which honestly, yeah. And then Ben is just throwing it and accidentally solving it.
Also me. Because he just throws it in frustration.
It's like all stages.
Yeah. But this is how you can kind of see how their characters will be later.
Yep.
In a way.
Like Zoe's very methodical with everything. Like she's like touching everything, and this goes this and this goes that way. Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah. Then we meet Amanda. We arrive at this giant building. She checks in. They take away her cell phone. And then we meet Danny, who's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, Danny's so I like to describe it like this. He's the one he's a gamer. He's a gamer boy. He has a second phone to play games with.
Because they take away their phones, and he's like, I have a second phone, because those waiting rooms can be a nightmare.
Yeah, and he's like in the elevator, like playing. And I'm like, this is the kind of kid that his room is decorated with like Hobby Lobby and Michael, like gamer boy. No girls allowed in his room. Like that's the type of guy Danny is.
And here we are, surrounded by toys.
Anyways. So yeah, he's this like typical gamer boy. We do meet Mike here.
Yeah, we also meet Mike. Everyone else is already here too.
Yeah. So this is like the waiting room apparently, and it's he's just the dad. He's a trucker. He just he's like a super caring guy, super nice. He's saying hi to everybody. And then obviously we got Jason being kind of a dick. Like when are we gonna start? Right. And there's like a window, right? That's like blurred.
Yeah, with a receptionist, and she just tells them to sit down and wait. Ben walks in. This is when they're all kind of getting to know each other, all kind of talking how they got here, what the invitation,
and why they're here, and they're like $10,000, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. But then Ben's like, "Well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go outside and smoke." And then the door handle breaks, and it's like a knob. It's a dial for like an oven. So they're like, "Okay, so this must be the game must start here. Like, it's just gonna start."
And Danny's like, "Oh, it's like a lock, like the what are those like the big cases that have the locks.
A safe?
A safe, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think about the safe. So he's like, okay, look for numbers. Like any number, look for it. And that's exactly what they start doing.
Mm-hmm. Here we get a little clues of what their past might be, because Amanda picks up this magazine that says Singe on it with fire, and she's kind of like thrown off by it. Zoe sees this mug with an airplane on it that says you'll find a way out.
Yeah.
And then Jason finds a snow globe with a boat in it, and then that kind of throws them. So you're kind of starting to figure out, why are they here? What happened to them? Mike finds the book Fahrenheit 51.
Yeah, 450.
So Zoe's like, oh, it's a temperature dial. So let's just put it to 451. She does, and then the ceiling turns on like an oven.
Yep, that bitch is getting hot. And like their whole thing, they're like, "Ooh, that's crazy. This is real." And then he's like, "No, it's not real. This is fake."
Well, no, he's the one that's like that. Everyone's kind of like, "That's not normal."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "It's all immersed. It's part of the whole thing."
Yeah, I was like, okay, because he's done. Was it 90?
He's done 93 escape rooms,
and he's naming them all.
Kinds. Yeah,
but he didn't do that one that we did.
Yeah, he didn't say Scooby Doo.
You bitch.
Where are you? But then, so they're now trying to kind of freak. Amanda starts freaking out the most.
Oh yeah, she is panicking. She's like holding on to like anything, just sweating up a storm.
Yep.
And they're trying to like get the secretary's attention, and she keeps repeating like, "Take a seat. We'll be there in a second." Yeah. She keeps repeating it, so it's like an automated
same
thing.
Tone, same attitude. So then Danny's trying to tell him, hey, we're not supposed to force things, but then this guy, Ben, forces like the extinguisher, which is fake.
It's plastic.
Zoe finds a key in the extinguisher, and they open where the lady is, and then Jason picks up the phone, and it's just an automated voice message, and then more of the room starts to light up around them, like the walls and stuff.
Everywhere, the beams, everything is just turning, like it's going to burn them up pretty much.
I'll be honest, if I was in this room, I would have been freaking out. I would have been in a corner crying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here, gonna die. But Zoe,
Amanda, this is where she's like really panicking. She's on the floor screaming. And we get to see that her back, she's like burnt. So like she had some sort of she literally and Zoe, being the nice person that she is, she grabs her a cup of water, because there's a water fountain there, and then gives her some. She's trying to calm her down, and everyone's just trying to solve like what's happening. But
this is when Zoe sees that by the water thing, it says Mr. Wooten always reminds you to always use your coasters. So then she checks the table, and then the coasters areas push down, and it opens a painting, and it's their way to escape. But there's 6 of them, so they have to push all 6 down at once. But they're like, how do we do this because once you take your hand off of it, it just closes back down.
Yeah, and it's like if you hold one, it like barely, like you could probably barely fit, but
Amanda and Zoe probably would have been the only ones to fit through there. Yeah,
definitely.
Maybe Jason.
But then like, so Jason goes through. He finds that there's a grate, but there's they need a screwdriver, and Mike had found a screwdriver
inside of the 451 book.
Yes, so he goes and helps him out, but they're holding it, and they're like, we have to fucking go because it's getting fucking hot,
right?
And then Zoe thinks cups of water, holds it down, so she goes, grabs the water, and it holds it. But it needs to be filled to the brim. But she gave Amanda a little bit of water. So they all kind of start going one by one. And then it's just pretty much Ben and this guy, I forgot his name, Danny left. They're at 5.5 cups of water. Luckily, though, Ben had alcohol on him since he's an alcoholic. And he filled up the rest of the glass with the alcohol. We should have just peed on that.
Right. But as this is happening, the ceiling turned on with flames and it's coming down. But they managed to get out, and they end up at a cabin.
And that room explodes pretty much. It looks like it explodes.
And I love that the explosion turns on the fireplace in the cabin, because they came through the fireplace.
And I love that Danny's like, "Oh, that was fake because I made it." And
before a room exploded.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker. Danny would have been the one that got punched by me because I'm like, this is not fake.
Like, how can you say that? It was gonna squish you, motherfucker.
Especially at a moment like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, the cabin room is actually kind of a small set. It's not that big of a room.
Like I wouldn't even consider it like a room. It's like part of a room.
I felt like this one was part of the room that's coming up with the ice. There's not really no danger. They're just in there.
Yeah.
They just have to solve a puzzle. So the puzzle pretty much is more for it's more for Ben.
Yeah.
Because there's 9 antlers on the wall, and they have to solve a word in order to get out. And we kind of get Ben's backstory that he was in a car accident during winter, and they were singing the Rudolph song.
Yeah, and there's like letters, and they're just
all mean each letter is one of the reindeers.
Yeah, and then there was a saying. What was it that it said? From Hamilton. You'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. I don't know about Hamilton. but all the antlers have a letter.
Which is all the reindeers.
Yeah,
I don't know them.
I don't know the song, but that's I don't know. It reminds me of Jingle All the Way.
I know Comet, Blitzen, Ditson.
It just reminds me of Jingle All the Way because that's the they have to do that to get a ticket to win a.
Oh yeah,
and he's saying, like, he's saying it.
Yeah.
So there's one missing.
Yep.
Rudolph.
Yep.
And literally that's what he was, because that's what also they say in the song. It's you'll go down in history, and that's what he was singing before the accident, because this is where we get the backstory that he pretty much killed all his friends, and he was the only survivor. So he says Rudolph because it's the only one missing, and they put it, and it works.
Yep.
And it leads them outside, and it's a fucking blizzard.
A blizzard room.
Yeah, and
it's like ice cold room, but I like it because the wall makes it seem like it's really giant, and it's really not.
It's just a TV. It's like a giant TV.
Exactly. Then this is when they're trying to figure out how to escape this room. They find a door, so they need a key.
Yeah, and then they're looking and looking and looking.
Amanda finds a red jacket, which kind of throws Jason off. And
he's like, "Where the fuck did you get that?"
Right. He looks freaked out by it. Zoe finds this saying that says, "True North."
The true north is a lie.
True north is a lie. Mike finds a fishing rod, and then Ben falls through a fishing hole.
Yep.
And they okay, fishing rod, a hole. Let's throw it down there, see what we get. As this is happening, Zoe gets the jacket first. They're all gonna share it, and then Zoe finds a compass in her jacket, and then she starts following north. And then inside of a polar bear, there's a magnet this is where she finds the true north lot, whatever it was.
Yeah. So she finds it, and they put it on the hook.
Yep.
To see what's underneath the water. And
then they dig out a cube of ice with a key right in the middle.
Yep.
But they're like, how are we gonna melt this?
Oh, and this entire time, Ben is trying to smoke his cigarette because he's fucking stressed out.
And Danny is just, this is fake. This is all
still, yeah. Because he said the lawsuits that this is all made up.
Yeah,
and it's like
Danny would have been punched by me. I'm sorry. I don't resort to violence, but
it's like Danny
just doesn't shut up. So then
they think they have to get the key. So
they have to get the key, but then they're like, "Oh, Ben, give us the lighter," because they think fire to melt the ice a little faster. And he throws it to Danny, and then Danny pretty much. Underneath him, the ice just breaks and he drowns.
Yeah,
and there's a current, and they're like, "Oh, let's save him," but there's there's a current, so he just dies under the ice.
And that's a horrible way to die. That is such a scary thing.
Yeah, and
literally,
yeah.
Do we have a? You have to put the fish.
Yeah, that's Danny dying, but I told you, I think Danny dies because they were gonna cheat with the lighter, and he was the one holding it.
Yes, that's a great point because they don't confirm it, but it's very true because it happened as soon as he grabbed the fucking lighter.
Because if not, it probably would have happened to Ben if he tried to help them.
Yep. Thank God it happened today.
Right.
But they're like, and it's so fucked up because they're looking for him, and there's an overhead shot, and he's like in the opposite side of the room, and they're like looking at the wrong way, and it's so fucked.
And then you see him drown slowly.
But I was thinking they should have grabbed the fishing rod, swim, because what's her name? Amanda was gonna. She's like, I'm jumping in and saving him, and they're like, no, you're gonna fucking die. So I said they should have grabbed the fishing wire. She would have swum up, grab his ass, and then swim and follow the cable.
But at that point, it would have snapped.
You think so?
Maybe.
That's true. They probably have everything planned. They probably thought about that.
My thing is, how deep is this? Well, it was pretty deep.
They tested it. Remember, they were like, "Oh shit, that is really deep."
How long did it take to fill up that room?
That's true.
I'm just asking questions for later.
Did you right?
Yeah, where all that water go?
That's you right.
But yeah, so then they basically are taking turns with the jacket. They're trying to melt the ice. I think here we get kind of a little bit of for Jason, right?
Well, he tells his side of the story.
Yes, which was that his friend got hypothermia. He started going crazy. He jumped in the water, swam away, and then the next day he got rescued.
Yeah, literally the next day. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Bless you.
Bless you. So they managed to melt it down.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's about to pass out, but then, Jason grabs the key. He opens the door, but these motherfuckers, it's not that door. He does open the door, but the door opens on the opposite side of the room. So as soon as he opens that door, the ice starts to break. So it's kind of like, yeah, let's see if you can survive this.
Yeah, it's like the final test.
The cold is not what's gonna kill you. It's the drowning in the ice breaking. They make it through, and then they make it to probably my favorite room of the movie, cool. Which is like it's like a bar, but it's like the upside down house in like International Drive. So like, we don't know that they're flipped over just yet. The camera kind of plays a trick on you, and it's very disorienting, but it's also for them, like you said.
And it's like the context. They're disorienting for them, so it's disorienting for us.
Yeah,
and then everything's upside down.
Yep. So they're at the ceiling of a bar, and they have to find a doorknob in order to get out because a doorknob is missing on the door that they have to get through.
Which I noticed that's like a common thing, like the doorknob being missing.
Yeah.
It's like their niche.
We know.
So this is where they're like, there's a song playing, the downtown,
which Anya Taylor-Joy sings beautifully.
Yeah, Princess Peach.
Yeah.
That's what Last Night at Soho, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it's playing, and every time it finishes, a plate of the floor falls, and they're in like the midair.
Yeah, because we forgot to mention, as soon as they get in this room starts going up. You can feel it like it's an elevator going up, and they're like, "What the fuck is the room going up?" And it's because it was setting them up for this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're super high up. You see the floor panels falling, and then they're like holding on to like chairs that are like upside down, and they're looking for things. There's like this wall with vinyls, and Zoe sees like, oh, this is like some sort of like those puzzles that you make like a picture of.
Yeah.
Then Amanda goes to the bar section, and there's a dial there, and then they're looking for numbers.
It's a safe.
Oh, safe, yeah, with dials, and then they're looking at the pool balls because there's stripes as well.
Yeah, so the puzzle that Zoe solves, which is that I forgot the name of it. It has a name.
Yeah.
But it's the moving of to make a picture. It makes a pattern with colors and stripes.
Yeah.
The balls that they look up at, the ones that you can see the numbers, are either solid colors or the stripes. So that's how they solve the code, which they solve it. But the trick of the room is that you did solve the code, but remember, your room is flipped, your code is flipped.
Just flipped.
So they had it right. They just had to flip it and reverse it.
I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's young from a distant man, yeah. Which, fun fact, if y'all didn't know, she said that shit. She flipped it and reversed it.
Yeah, so that's exactly how this room had to be solved. Y'all solved it upside down, but you gotta flip it in order to get the real answer. Which we had a room similar to this. It's just we weren't upside down. It was just more with color, books, and names.
Yeah, it was, and to me, like, I knew the I solved it,
and I knew what he was trying to tell me.
And I'm like, I your colors and the standing, and I'm like, I don't know how to say this.
Yeah. So, they're all struggling right now because a lot of panels are missing from the floor,
and all they keep hearing is downtown.
And then they're fat shaming. Well, Jason is fat shaming Mike, and Zoe comes for his defense. So thank you, Zoe, because us big boys deserve love too.
Yeah, and I said if we were in that situation with a random stranger and he starts yelling at you, bro, I'm gonna fight his ass, and he gonna die.
I'm fighting him too.
We killing his ass. Let's go.
Yeah, allegedly. Don't put words in my mouth.
You just said it.
No, I didn't.
Roll the tape back.
I didn't say that. Oh my god. But yeah, ain't nobody call. Ooh, I didn't escape. I can't be in this movie.
No.
I wouldn't even be in this situation.
It's just with Jason. Jason
I
was
would have
such
been
a
like,
dick.
"Oh, this is cool, $10,000, but I'm bad at escape rooms, so
and then you don't know that you're gonna be with other people,
right?
So you would have been like,
and you also,
oh, no.
and I'm like, me in my head, I'm like, I'm probably gonna be with a bunch of idiots. I don't even know. I'm good.
This is one of the lines that doesn't make sense. Danny goes, they can't. I bet their next room is not even gonna be that big because their budget can't be that high. The price is $10,000.
They got money.
Like, what do you mean?
They got money to spend, and it's like, is it $10,000 each survivor or the one survivor?
That's what we don't know.
Because you see the way they worded that's like, oh, you win, you get $10,000. So it's like, is everyone else dying?
Yeah, because we don't like. Yeah, exactly. Like we don't know if they can all make it.
Is it, or are we sharing it 6-way 10,000? Because for that, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, hell no.
No, give me the.
Someone's gotta go.
Gotta go. But Amanda gets the 8-ball, which is the doorknob, and
she's holding it all daintily, like, oh look, and I'm like, bitch, you're upside down.
But then she has tight pants on, so it slips out of her pocket as she's trying to get to them, because she's kind of doing the monkey bars, but with the pool table, because it's like, in the middle.
Like jacked. Too.
Yeah,
she's like strong.
Because she was military.
Yeah,
she was. Yeah, we kind of get her back. I forgot to mention.
Oh yeah,
we kind of do get her backstory early in the movie where she was in an explosion.
Yeah,
which is why the hot room was freaking her out, and then she had to go through a vent. Because and that also freaked her out because in the explosion she wasn't like in a car trying to crawl out.
Yeah, and
Zoe
she
was trying
the
to
only
calm
survivor
her down,
there. Yeah.
Zoe, you MVP.
Yeah, she really is. You don't deserve her.
Right. So then Amanda basically sacrifices herself to save them, and she's hanging onto the phone pole, but she says it's okay, and then she falls to her death.
Yeah.
I really liked her. It should have been her.
That's so sad.
It's okay. She didn't get
God, I love her.
I do love her. Press the S. I always cue me on my sad music. But yeah, unfortunately she died. We loved her. I wish it was fucking Jason.
And then we get another room that I really like because this is where we kind of get everyone's backstory. So the room they end up in, it's like a big hospital, but each bed was decorated in the way that they were set when they were in their situation, so it's exactly a replica of all of them.
Yeah, and they have the medical records.
But it's funny because at first we were like, wait a minute, how did they know these people would be there? But it's not just the ones that are there, it's literally everyone. Yeah, it's literally. Like, damn, they set these rooms up quick.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy. So and they have their medical records, and they see they find that all of them have like, their near-death experience. Yeah, so Danny was carbon monoxide poisoning, which this room was going to be specifically for him because this room ends up being a poison room. Yeah. Ben was a car crash. Mike was a cave accident that one's fucked had him squished, which would have been the last room with the walls going. That's coming up. And then we have Zoe, who's a plane crash. And Amanda was a blast, and then Jason was the boat. Yes. Yeah. And they were all like, literally, they had one person with them. Zoe lost her mom. Yeah. There, and she was the only survivor. She was there for a week and survived. Yeah. So they were the sole survivor of this like super tragic accident. So Mike was with his brother during the cave accident. Yeah. And I'm assuming Amanda was with her soldier friends. Yeah. The drug room was for Danny because Danny's family died by carbon monoxide. No, the drug one. Oh, that was random, I guess. It was a bonus challenge.
Yeah, unless that was also for Ben for being alcoholic, always smoking. Maybe he also did drugs.
Oh, maybe.
Unless it was just a bonus room, to be honest.
Yeah, it was super. That one was super random.
It's like, we only need one person not coming out of this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But this room, it was just that their challenge was, what was it? They had a quote.
They had EKG,
an EKG,
and they had to. What was it? Test your limits. Yep. So they're all thinking, our heart rate has to be the highest. Because that's kind of pushing it, but that's not the case. The trick of the room is test your limits. Your heart rate had to be at the lowest. Yeah. In 5 minutes, if not, it was gonna poison you. But during all this, Zoe is like, nah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break all the cameras because if we break all the cameras and they're not watching us, they're gonna have to come in here. And so she starts breaking everything. Clever girl. She starts breaking everything. Mike is pretty much murdered by Jason.
Murdered.
because he fucking gives him the clear, and fucking his heart rate goes super high up, and it just murders him. And then
at least she didn't go like Jill. Clear, bitch. Boom.
He pretty much did.
Yeah, he did.
Without consent. Well, I guess he consented a little bit, but
so yeah, like the thing was that they put the EKG and his heart rate was high, but it wasn't like as high as they thought they would have to be.
Yeah, and the game was like fail.
Yeah.
So then
while Zoe's in the background.
Yeah. You can hear her just breaking the cameras. Fucking, and then Ben is like, what the fuck? You killed them. And then this is when Jason's like, oh my God, test your limits. And then he sits and relaxes, and then his heart rate goes down to 50, and that opens up the door. But then as this is happening, the poison has already turned on, and Jason goes, he tries to bring Zoe, but Zoe's like, nah, we can beat this. And he leaves her, and then she just falls, and she's like, I'm dead. And she just fucking dies.
But the camera zooms out a little bit, and there's a gas mask.
Yeah, but we don't know that. So, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
So then the next room is a trippy-ass room with...
It's super random.
It's black and white. It's trippy as fuck. It's like an optical illusion. And they open a hatch, and then the hatch pretty much says, you're free to go, but you're drugged. So if you don't find the antidote, you will die.
And then in here, we do find out the real story about Jason.
Yep, he murdered his roommate.
He did.
Kept the jacket, and then that's how he survived.
He literally just fucking killed him. That's it. So
Jason, we don't like you.
No, not at all. Not in this household.
Nope.
But they're all drugged, and it's super cool because it's like they look all freaky and shit. And yeah. I mean, if you're not... what is it? Epilepsy? If you're epilepsy sensitive?
Don't watch this scene.
This scene is fucking hard to watch.
I hate this scene.
Yeah, because
it's so
it gave me a headache.
Yeah. But Ben kills Jason.
Accidentally.
He pushes him, so it is, I guess, an accident. They also don't know where they are at. The room is moving to them.
It's moving in circles, spinning around. They're drugged, and the lights are flashing.
Right.
So you don't see anything. So he pushes them because there's an antidote for one person. Mm-hmm. And it's not like you can just half see, because that's what I thought. But, yeah. So they're fighting for it, and he accidentally kills Jason.
So he takes it, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
And he ends up at the room where the movie starts.
You know how funny... How funny would it be if he goes, he takes it, he's like, oh shit, that medicine worked really fast. Damn, I'm good. Then right before he goes, he grabs it again. He gets drugged again.
Oh my God, he would have. You know, my dumb ass would have touched the handle, like, oh, let me be careful going down. And then I would have just been, oh fuck, I'm drugged again.
Like, God damn it, fuck. Can I get a redo?
Unless it only works once.
I feel like I don't think once they can control that.
Oh well. He would have been, yeah. My dumbass would have been like, oh, let me hold on to the handle just in case. I don't want to fall.
Oh shit. Jesus, it's so funny.
Oh, that would have been fucked. But yeah.
So then they go to a second room, and just when they just cut.
But we cut back, because we cut back to Zoe.
Yep.
And she's like, I'm dead, still on the ground. And the people walk in with their gas mask, and they're like, oh, the oxygen mask. Haha, who's gonna need that? But the oxygen mask was like inside of a fake camera, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because it was in that circle where she broke. And I noticed that they don't show it, but when she breaks that last camera, she looks up like she saw something. Mm-hmm. And that's when she falls like, I'm dead. And they're like, oh, who's going to need that oxygen mask? And she's like, what is she? She said something really... She has
I was like, what is that used for?
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, to breathe, bitch.
Yeah. So she did get her final guy. But... So she doesn't need one another. She doesn't need another one.
It kind of gave vibes to the surprise, motherfucker. It kind of gave that vibe.
Yeah.
But then she doesn't kill him. I think she just knocks him out. Right?
I don't know. She hits him pretty hard, and she takes the gun and leaves. And then we pretty much we just cut to Ben escaping, because we already saw it in the beginning how he escaped.
So he doesn't die. There's like a little hole that he goes in.
It's the fireplace.
Yeah,
the fake fireplace.
The fireplace, and then he goes through it. So we see the outcome of that.
Yep.
And then he's like in this like warehouse looking thing.
So now that Ben survived, so people were kind of complaining about watching Ben scene in the beginning, because it kind of made the movie like, oh, we know he's gonna make it. But the thing is that if you think about it, that's not the twist. The twist is that she survives.
Yeah, she's the survivor.
Instead of, because I thought she died too.
Yeah,
at
me
first. the first time I watched it, I thought she was dead. I was like, damn, they killed off the actual good final gun. We fucking get with we leave off with this fucker. Like, really?
He played the system. She went against the system.
Right. So I guess it's a win-win because we saw that he was gonna make it, but we didn't know that she was going to also make it.
Yeah, I think what they should have done is like maybe they should have kept it ambiguous and like shown hands instead of like seeing his face.
Because seeing but also it's like he's a white guy. There are only two of them,
which is very true. But she dies, so it's like okay, it's not her. So then at the end, I guess that's true. There is kind of limited.
There is a way to make it ambiguous without telling us who it is, and they should have done that, but they don't.
Yeah, or like changing the voice a little bit just so it keeps it like we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't ruin it for me because at the end I was like, oh, that was Ben because he looks a little different. I didn't catch it right away. So, but I think what you said, she is the survivor. She went against the game. Yeah. She didn't want to play it like how it was.
And if they should have listened to her, they probably could have all survived. And when all at that end,
sad reality is that none of that could have happened if they would have just listened to her.
Yeah.
But she was the child.
Like Saw. Just follow the rules.
Exactly. That's it.
But don't put me in that because I would have not survived.
No, Saw's fucked up.
Yeah.
But so we meet the game master. What's his name again? Wu-Tang?
Was that him?
That's what it said on the IMDb.
Okay, so that's
Mr. Wu-Tang.
It's just that there's a bigger guy at the end of the movie too. With the one we don't see his face, he's just a shadow. Oh
yeah, that's true. So maybe I don't know. It said that maybe it was voiced by him.
So maybe it is him. Yeah.
So he shows up and he's just kind of like, oh, like it's incredible that you all survived. I didn't think it was gonna be you.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be Jason. And you see that he has a TV with all their faces, with X's with everyone that died. And he gives him a cigarette. He's like, "Yep, that's it." And
he also gives him the lighter that Danny died with.
Oh shit, you are right.
He gives him his lighter back. He didn't even
notice it. Oh damn, that's fucked up. So then he tells, "Okay, so am I getting my money?" And he goes, "Well, when there's a horse race, do the horses get the money?" And he fucking starts choking them with a wire.
But this is the best part of the movie because in every motherfucking movie, when a motherfucking survivor comes out with a gun, they always gotta say something and makes the killer not get shot or move away. Not Zoe. Zoe comes out, blah blah blah. She don't say freeze. She don't say stop.
Like, hey.
She don't say what are you doing.
No,
nah, she just comes out and shoots him. That's how you do it.
Okay,
you know how many times Ghostface would have been done if y'all would have just shot him in the fucking middle of the movie without having to be like, hey you. Don't do that. Just shoot. Why are you warning a killer?
It's so true. So, okay, if we were in this situation and you were the final person with the gun,
right,
what would be your final girl quote?
Well, I feel like this isn't the final one. I feel like this is more like, hey, freeze. But it has to be the one where like I'm about to kill him.
But let's say you're that dumb character in the movie. Okay. So like your final girl scream, like I'm gonna do my first one.
Okay.
Freeze, motherfucker! He turned around.
Okay.
What will be yours? Let me see. You have to. Oh, we have to make a theme to the movie.
Okay, someone's killing Jonathan.
Okay. Oh, fuck! Wait, am I coming? Oh shit! He's choking me, Daddy. Oh.
Now it's your turn to escape, bitch.
Okay, I got another one. Okay. They're getting Carlos.
Oh my god! Oh.
Game over, bitch.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Stop making those noises. You're doing stuff to me.
I'm doing ASMR. Oh, fuck.
Wait, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Your 60 minutes are up. Game over, ho. Because getting escape rooms are 60 minutes.
Time's up, bucko. Like it just makes the movie so much dumber.
I'm the escape room queen, bitch.
Oh, wait. I guess you're not going to be in the sequel. Don't ever fuck with the original.
Wait. I'm the sole survivor.
Oh my god, this movie would have been so fucking dumb.
Ever heard of Tournament of Champions?
Bitch.
We get the sequel.
Wow, we should write this movie. Rewrite it with the final girl line at the end. Oh my god.
Also, Jason, like Zoe's about to like they get a hand of him. Ben, sorry. They're about to like they get a hand of him and Zoe's about to tell him something and Ben also just shoots without saying anything.
Hell no. Because she goes, hey, make sure he's pa 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 pa. Like no questions asked, motherfucker.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah, and he had the line at the end. He's dead.
Yeah. You know how many slasher movies would have been over in 30 minutes if people just didn't warn them?
God. So fucking true. Always. That's always been. Oh wait, the villain has a line. He's the one that fucks up because he goes to kill Zoe and like he has the gun right on her fucking head.
Yeah.
And he goes, actually, but I built this place, and it's like, okay, motherfucker went on a dialogue.
Like when you could have just shot her and killed her for shooting you.
No, he just goes off.
Yep, and then Ben gets him.
It's like Syndrome from The Incredibles. Yep. That he goes on. You got me monologuing here.
I'm Syndrome. You'll never.
So fucking funny.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! But that was
they escape. They go to the hospital. Zoe brings in the FBI. They take her to the building and it's completely vacant. Nothing ever happened. There's no evidence on anything, and she looks crazy.
Yeah, she's like, there was a painting here. There was fire. Blah blah. And they're
but then it says Wu-Tang U on the wall, which means
with a plane on top as well.
With a plane that the plane's coming soon, and then. I forgot what Wu-Tang stood for.
Oh,
it was
No Way Out.
No Way Out, yeah.
So it's like, what is that called when you can like rearrange the words? Fuck, she said it. An anagram. Thank you, fact checker.
Oh, yeah. So we cut to 6 months later, and we find out that everyone that was in the rooms with them, they all got their deaths pretty much faked.
So like Danny drowned at the Michigan lake.
Yeah, Amanda fell off rock climbing.
Possibly. Oh yeah. Rock
Mike had a heart attack, and then Jason died by overdosing on DMT or something.
Oh, and riding a bike. So he died on an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got hit in the back of the head, so they had to explain that trauma.
Yeah, so like they pretty much faked their death, so they wouldn't have any evidence on these people. So then Zoe, she's like Laurie Stroding it, and she's like, I'm coming for them because I know where they at, and we're gonna go in 2 weeks. Are you coming with me?
Yep.
And Ben's like, sure. And
well, he says no, and then he's like, okay, fine.
Yeah. And then we cut to. They say they're leaving on an airplane. We cut to 2 weeks later, and there's an airplane fucking going to crash.
Yep, and they're like in a game.
And it's a game, and we're like, oh shit, but we don't see them either.
No.
So then the flight attendant lady, she kind of solves it, but she ends up crashing last minute, and it turns out to be a simulation. And then the survival rate for that game is 4%. Yep. And then the game master says, well, it's no fun if they have no chance to survive.
Exactly. And then that's where it ends. Mm-hmm. Maybe the sequel will start like that.
And that they fucked with their plane tickets, so they have to get on that specific plane.
Yep. So fuck. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the sequel starts this way or maybe they already survived.
Yeah, I know there's a sequel, and I know they end up in games again, but I don't know if it's like, did they survive the airplane and then they end up somewhere else with more games, or is it after? Like, it would be interesting they actually kept this.
You know what I think? I'm this theory before I watch the second one. I think they bought 2 plane tickets, and they think so. They messed with one of them. Bitch, I'm not going to that one. Bitch, I'm going to this one.
Oh, because they know they're being watched.
Exactly.
That'll be interesting. I hope they don't ignore this.
I hope in the not. Sequel. I really hope they don't. Oh, damn, that was a crazy plane ride.
Right. Right. I hope it's like an actual thing and they land the plane or something.
You think it was Spirit? Yeah, it was definitely Spirit.
I was like, the horse?
No, he's a good boy.
Yeah, I love Spirit.
But that was a movie.
Mustang of Valor. Yeah, that was a movie.
All right, so reviews?
Yeah, let's do the reviews.
So we have our Letterboxd reviews. So like we do in every movie, we review the positive and a negative one. Something we find funny, we agree with, whatever the fuck it is, or people just be acting crazy in there.
Yeah.
You want to read your first one?
Yeah, let me find it. Okay. So my 5-star review is, fuck it, I had fun, bruh. The characters were entertaining, and I loved the various environments and puzzles. This was straight up a good time. 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars.
And then my 1 star was boo. It should have been Zoe and Amanda.
True.
It was only Zoe and Ben.
That's very true. For a 2019 movie, too. It's like, come on.
Should have been the women.
Yeah. So my 5 star is, fuck it. I had fun, bruh. The characters were entertaining. And I love the various environments and puzzles. That was straight up a good time. Yo, that was such a good one. I just love the bruh.
There's a lot of good 5-star reviews, but that one just tickled me.
Yeah, me too. I was just laughing. I was like, that's such a good one. My 1 star is different. I wasn't rooting for anyone to survive except myself. They're trying to finish this movie.
Damn.
I was like, wow.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
No, it wasn't.
But it's okay. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those that probably is like, no dead bodies.
Actually, a lot of the good reviews where people are like, why are y'all rating this super low? This is actually a good escape room movie. And it's like, yeah, it is.
It wasn't bad.
Like, it actually kind of went up for me after, kind of
the
talking about it. And yeah.
I thought it was great. I mean, again, it has its cheesy lines. I know that's not for everybody. Mm-hmm. People say there's a lot of plot holes. I didn't really see any that I could think of. I
feel like it's very the rooms are very fun to like try to solve with them in a way.
And it's like also I saw that a lot of people are like, these rooms are super exaggerated and crazy. And it's like, I mean, you kind of have to dissociate that. Like Saw is the same shit. It's like these traps are so fucking elaborate.
There's a I'm gonna say this monologue again. When you're watching a movie, you can't be expecting reality. It's called movie. It's called
suspend your fucking suspend your disbelief.
It's called Hollywood. This is why they make movies, to escape reality.
Yeah.
Leave the world that you're in, the miserable world that we all live in. This is what movies are for, to escape them.
Yeah, and it's like not every movie is. You have movies that are based in reality. Judge those movies if you fucking want to.
You know what that's called? Documentary. Go watch those.
But even like, if you're watching like The Town, which is like people robbing banks, it's like, yeah, if they start flying out of nowhere, I'd be like, that was a little weird. Well, because they're just people.
Motherfuckers in that movies probably get shot up and still survive, which is not
and
real.
It's true, yeah.
And I'd rather watch that than real stuff.
The movie would just end.
Right. Y'all gotta follow the Fast and the Furious saga.
They're doing something right.
Look how crazy that got. Yeah. And it's fucking fun as shit.
Like, they did something right. Critique those movies, but
we just need dinosaurs now.
People watch those.
Can you believe that they're gonna call the second one Fast X Part 2? Motherfuckers just call it Fast 11. What are we doing?
It's a 3-part series. I fucking told you. We talked about it, and I was like, it says the beginning of the end. Jesus, they're not gonna fucking end it.
And apparently The Rock is coming back as House. I was like, look.
Because he took a fat L, bro.
Because Black Adam fucking flopped. Now you're crying out Vin Diesel to take you back. Shut the fuck up.
Vin Diesel should be like above him. He's like, kneel down and apologize, like, kiss my fucking dick, bro. Like, he really
Vin Diesel, please volunteer as tribute.
He's really.
I used to have You Little Me.
Yeah.
With Vin Diesel.
In the Triple X movies. Did you watch those? Because he was like jacked in those.
My dad took me to theaters to see in Riddick. Ooh.
Oh, he was in Riddick. That's true.
God, I used to be so gay for Vin Diesel like that. It's my mom's fault because her friends and like, Vin Diesel.
That's true. He was always like the heartthrob back in the day. But he really thought Black Adam was gonna pop off, man.
Yeah.
But who's the daddy of the movie?
I really liked Amanda.
Me too. I literally was about to say her. Amanda is fucking great. Zoe is it's not daddy. She mama bear vibes. You know, like she was just a nice person, caring. That bitch at the end.
Zoe for me is super underrated because Zoe's actually Zoe's really smart, and even like she solved these puzzles like it was nothing to her. I mean, yeah, she had help trying to because I mean it's not life or death, person. Right? But I feel like if you put Zoe in a slasher movie, she'll be fine.
Yeah. And it's like they all could have survived if they would just fucking listen to her. Well, not Amanda, but or Danny, because they were both kind of
they kind of treat her like a child.
Yeah.
But they're like they're really underestimating her
because it's like the alpha male dude, and then Mike is the only one that's like kind of listening to her,
right?
But unfortunately, got kind of gaslit. So it's like if they would have listened, just worked with her, they all could have made it out. Definitely. She also, I will say, she also didn't communicate the plan. If she knew that she saw something.
Where?
Because you said she looked up and we don't see what she sees, but she thought of something. She could have been like,
the poison was already.
I guess that's true.
Also hurt. They couldn't talk.
That's true.
They were already coughing.
That's a good point.
They were me after getting really excited.
Like earlier.
Yeah.
But definitely Amanda. I think Amanda was she was tough. Like, bad bitch, didn't care. And even when she was like in a vulnerable state, it's like you really cared for her.
The room she was in, I get it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Being burned is
no, you're being burnt alive. That's horrible.
Actually, I wouldn't. None of those rooms. All those rooms were horrible deaths.
The cold one is like, I don't know, because cold one is really mental.
Well, the thing is that the cold one wasn't gonna kill. It wasn't the cold that was gonna kill you. It was the ice cracking underneath you that was gonna kill you.
Yeah, I mean the cold could because the hypothermia.
But I don't think that was gonna be the thing that killed them. I think it was gonna be the ice cracking underneath them.
Yeah, that's true. But no, they all fucked up. Even the height one, like that's too high up.
I can't do heights.
No,
heights scare me.
But
I get queasy on uneasy.
Yeah, and then the last one, if you were only one person, that's so fucking hard. I'm surprised Ben fucking survived that.
Which one?
The squish one.
Oh,
like one person.
I would have not solved the clock thing.
No,
pointing them. Nope.
I'd have been fucked. But best death. I mean, there's not really like a lot of deaths here, like on typical movie.
No.
Because the worst one for me was definitely Mike's. He didn't. I felt so fucking bad for him.
Yeah. But Amanda falling and knowing that she's about to die as she falls, that's really tough.
She accepts it.
Yeah, and then you hear the thud at the bottom. That must have really hurt. I mean, you probably didn't feel it, but
yeah, she probably was dead already on the way down, or like in shock on the way down.
No, I think she just died as soon as she hit the ground. Like she just
like Gwen Stacy.
She Gwen Stacy, yeah. She definitely Gwen Stacy did.
That sucks. And then crying. Zoe sells it too.
Yeah,
that scream at the end. I was like, dude, that's the final girl scream. That's crazy.
And then
what did you rate it?
So after watching it again and kind of talking about it, I'd say 4 out of 5. It's a really good
4 out of 5. Okay, I gave it a 3. I think a solid 3.
That's fair too. That's where I started at with.
Yeah, I think a solid 3. I did enjoy it. I would want to see the sequel. I know a lot of people say it's not that great, but they also said this movie wasn't that great, so I want to see.
And I feel like compared to the other escape room movies, this has to be the best one.
The other one's so dog shit. like it's just so bad. Look, we try to like look at the positive things, but that one was really fucking hard to watch. Yeah. And it's because it's like the YouTuber thing and all that. And it tried to be weird.
Like Hostel with like Saw, but it was a fake out, and that, which I don't mind when it takes a curve, but it wasn't a good. It's just
they didn't do it
wasn't
well.
Exactly.
They didn't do it well.
I'm trying not to sound like one of those people because it's like I do like curveballs, but I don't like when they're done not right.
No, and you can have that opinion. It's fine. They'll fucking be fine.
Because I know I say a lot. I hate when movies get marketed a certain way. And that's not what I went to see.
It's called false advertisement.
But I also don't mind that sometimes if it's done well. Like Barbarian.
Exactly. Barbarian was like the perfect movie that you were like, I don't even know what's happening.
Right. It took a left turn midway.
Malignant. They didn't know what was happening during those commercials. Like, it was great.
Jurassic World Dominion. Why'd you do that? Why?
Chris Pratt spoiling the movie.
Why you gave me Rise of the Planet of the Apes and then give me Bugs? So mad.
The bugs.
The bugs.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Plans for next week? I
honestly don't know.
Me neither.
Because I had something in mind, but you said you wanted to dress up, so I was like, let me postpone it.
Yeah, let's just wait for that one. Because I want to dress up for that one.
Yeah.
And so
we should do a game next week.
That'll be fun. I'll be down with it.
Want to do trivia?
Fuck. Am I ready for trivia?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we are.
Oh my god, yay.
Okay, we'll do trivia.
Yay. Okay, so we'll play that, and then I think we have Child's Play 3 after that for Memorial Day because we're going to military school.
Oh no! All right, so that's it.
That's it, y'all. So and remember,
stay sexy, stay spooky, and just listen to Zoe.
This is my escape room, bitch. Boom. See you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Bye, guys.
Bye.